Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 27 of our FTB Skies Let's Play series, where you're not going to, wait, I said that last time. You're not going to believe what we get into. Today's episode can't be beat. Let's get started. Welcome back, my friends, to another wonderful day here in the world of TheAndrata, where, well, our bees are, they be, bees? They be being? They being. They being good. They doing the thing. I broke my cauldron. Anyway, yeah, I don't know where I'm going with all these puns. The bees are being. They be doing their thing. And they're not doing too bad. If we come take a look at this, I did find out that the magma block is required. The breeding was any sort of flowers. What that said, the food is the magma block. But as you can see, we're getting honeycombs, right? Blazing honeycombs. I did make a second blazing bee because I had 2 of those spawn eggs. But yeah, look, we're ending up with 2 blazing honeycombs. So we can take those out and we can utilize them and we can do things with them. And by doing things with them, we can make a centrifuge, which is where we're at. Man, these only make blaze powder. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted blaze rods. I thought these were going to help me get blaze rods, my guy. Blazing comb block. So I can do a conversion. Oh no, if I combine these into a blazing comb block, I will get blaze rods out of it. Okay, so I need to 4x4 these things, then centrifuge them. Okay, I get it. I'm understanding a little bit now. Okay, that being said, our next step is to get ourselves a centrifuge from our bee mod. So how do we make a centrifuge? Well, looks to be pretty simple. A grindstone and a centrifuge. Now, can I immediately upgrade this bad boy to powered? It does look like I can, pretty simply. Honestly, I could have done the other recipe because I already have that available to me, but that's powered. And then what are you? Heated? What do you do? Are you just like the next tier? Is heated better than powered? No, that's the honey generator. I don't see the heated thing anywhere in here. Again, if I could make the book, that would be swell. But I don't have the bee cage. I can't make the bee cage right now. Because in order to make the bee cage, I need honey, right? And I'm waiting for, I need 1 bottle of honey. It does say it's almost there. Oh, look, we got a bottle of honey. Now I can make the bee cage. Good. Okay, so now let's make the book of bees. That is the bee cage. And now I can make the big book of bees. Now I have access to the book. We have energy cards, which is great. We got speed upgrades, decreases time spent in the hive. Sure. Multiple upgrades can be installed. Yeah, go faster. Go faster, my guys. Okay, so we got an experienced bee spawn egg. We got our centrifuge. We got some pipes, and we got some things. Okay, let's take a look at the big book of bees. Oh, we got another speed upgrade, actually. Let's go ahead and grab that, too. Bam. Okay, I don't know what other upgrades there are at bee upgrade. There is base upgrades. There is productivity. Increases production of bees by 140%. Speed. Babies gives a chance for a new baby bee to be spawned. A catcher, only adult bees will be caught. Prevents bees living in this hive from teleporting. Probably good for ender bees. Don't know what that does. It's a filter. Pokey simulator. Bees will no longer physically exit the hive. A trip to its flower block will instead be simulated. Make sure to put the required flower block in front of the hive. Oh, that's kind of nice. With that, the bees don't have to come out. Or a feeding slab. Then you don't have to build it. You could have a wall of bees. Okay, this is I kind of like that idea. You wouldn't have to build these. You could just set these up, and then you have that block in front of it, and you could have all 5 of your bees inside of one, and they could do the thing and create the stuff without having to actually physically come out. That's kind of nice. I like that idea. Let's get this centrifuge going and seeing how we want to do this. I do need to get some sort of compactor. Isn't there a compacting block The backpack, is that the only way? Other than a crafter, what about a compactor? What do you do? I just want to be able to compact these into their 4x4 so that way I can auto get the blaze rods that I would want. All right. Only 2x2 recipes. Do you need power? Yeah, you need power. Let's go bring this over here. Oh. We can get rid of you for the moment. Let's put you here. Now, it's not letting me put these in anywhere, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say I can't because it's not technically compacting. What I'm wanting to do is a 4x4 craft. So what I need is a crafter, a RF tools crafter. Because I want these blaze honeycombs, I want those to just auto 4x4. Then they can get pushed out into this. And honestly, I could set up with like refined and have refined do a crafting card or something like that. And it's probably going to be a better idea now that I think about it, because if I do this, I'm going to end up with these other things. So if I had refined or just like an ender chest collecting these things, and then have refined do the crafting and push into the centrifuge, I think that would be a better idea. So with that, we can go ahead and get ourselves a item pipe. And now items should be popping in and out of there. Perfect. With that, we can then go ahead and get ourselves the centrifuge set up elsewhere, and refined can handle that in that pushing and pulling of stuff. So let's get the centrifuge set up just like right here. And we can get an exporter with a crafting card. Okay. So then we do this. Now we can come onto here, and hopefully this is not cited. So we can say, hey, crafting upgrade. I want you to craft these into the blazing comb. Not that, but the blazing comb block, because we want the blazing comb blocks to make the blaze rods, right? Go ahead and throw you into there. Pop out of here. And if we go back into this, we should now get, blaze block. Blazing comb. Okay. Missing 4 honeycomb. I need to set that to exact mode, apparently. Pop that there. It needs to be on exact. It needs to be blazing comb to craft that. Are you going to work now? Yes. Okay. There are 4 blazing comb available. Why this doesn't show up in JEI, it's hidden. All the other comb blocks aren't, but this one specifically looks like it's hidden, which is weird, but it let me craft it. So there we go. Now, if I do this, it'll request the craft, and it's going to put it in there. Bada bing, bada boom. We have blaze rods coming in. So we're going to get wax, and it's a 30% chance. Like, we don't have a 100% chance of it. It's a 30% chance of getting it. However, I do believe some of the upgrades can, at B upgrade. Can we increase the centrifuge for faster processing? That's breeding. Changes the produced output to blocks instead of chips. No. No teleporting. Okay. It looks like we can just put a speed upgrade into this. So nothing too crazy. But we ended up getting 1 blaze rod, which is nice, I guess. And we ended up getting some wax. Now, from that, I don't think we get any honey, right? Nope, we do have a small chance of also getting honey. Look, and we have honey. So what we need to do is a couple things. This block, we need to have an importer. We need an item importer, and we're going to have fluids get imported from this guy because, well, it'll end up backstuffing on fluids, which means we're also going to need to get honey set up somewhere. Now, honey, the honey is exactly what we were wanting to get out of this ultimately, right? Our goal was to get honey. Yeah. Importer here. Now, unfortunately, we have ugly machining again, which is always my favorite, as y'all know. I guess we don't need this cable now because everything's being bridged there. Okay. Your import is going to be on fluids. However, it won't be able to import because there's nowhere for that fluid to go. So let's get ourselves a fluid drawer. A single fluid drawer, please. And let's pop into storage room and then set up another fluid drawer over here. We can go ahead and set you, sure, you can go right into the middle for the honey. We're going to go ahead and say, I want it to go in there first. Man, I don't know how that's going to work. Well, let's just see what happens. Did you get the honey? Hello? You're linked, right? No honey is being imported yet. What I don't want is other stuff to get imported into there. That would be my biggest concern here. I want honey to come into here. I need a bucket of honey is ultimately what we need. This is not. Yeah, import fluids, and it's not pulling the honey out of this. So I wonder if the honey can only come out of like the bottom or something like that and not the top. Is everything still hooked up? Yeah, you're all lit up. You're fine. I was just making sure I didn't break everything here. Yeah, it looks like it can't import the honey from this. The importer can't pull the honey out of this. I'm either going to need to get a pipe or something. All right, well, let's go over here and lock this for now. Once we get a bucket of it, maybe that'll help. Like, oh, honey needs to go here, so it'll maybe force it. I don't know. I'm trying to be hopeful. Lock you so that you don't get other stuff. And then how many upgrades, copper upgrades are in each of these? 3? And then no void upgrades, right? Yeah, that way stuff just back stuffs. Okay. Big Book of Bees, go away. But we should have some blaze rods. 15, sure. Wow. Okay. I like that. So we got bees going. We got bees centrifuging. We're producing honey. We're not getting very much of it and everything. But the honeycombs also can go into here, and the honeycombs themselves will produce honey. So if I go and say, hey, honeycombs. Now the question is, honeycomb blocks, can those be centrifuged? No, but you can. Just the regular honeycombs can be centrifuged. You're going to make wax, and you're going to make 100 millibuckets of honey. So go ahead and export honeycombs into here as well and make me some honey. At least get me to that bucket. Okay. With that, let's also look at bee speed upgrades. That's weird. You required honeycomb blocks and everything. Yeah, that's expensive. I have 1 speed upgrade. You can go in there. Okay, with that being said, I like this. It's not working too bad. Let's look at this simulator upgrade that also requires bee blocks, but you don't. So we can go ahead and craft you, which is the feeding slab. Let's see what this looks like. Does this have a GUI? Yes, it can hold 3 things in front of it. Now, can we put 2 of these in front of the beehive and be good to go with it? What I would like is that simulator upgrade. In order to do so, though, we're going to need honeycomb blocks. So I guess I should turn off because we need 4 blocks of honeycomb. So I guess I should turn this off. Did we get a bucket yet? We do have a bucket. We can go ahead and say, hey, you only work with redstone. We ended up with a loot bee spawned over here. Let's get a flower out of here. Maybe he'll give me some bee upgrades. I don't know. It'd be nice. And we're going to wait for him. I'll be back when he's done. Yeah. All right. Mr. B has given me a crystal chest, an energy card, a fluid card, an ender pearl, and a chance cube. Wow. Thank you for all of that. I appreciate it. Should I be killing the bees? No, probably not. But I did anyway, and I don't care. Okay. Big Book of Bees. Let's take a look at you. I went through all that trouble to make you, and I didn't even look at you. All right. Beehives. Expansion box, dragon hive. Okay. Product of bees expand on the vanilla hive with the advanced hive. Unlike the vanilla hive, does not require a campfire nearby. Many variants of beehives available. Features a GUI. You can add an expansion box. Attaching an expansion box will increase from 3 to 5 and allow upgrades. Tired of waiting for bees to finish to get out of the hive? You can whack the hive or nest with a stick to force it out, losing all production process. This only works if it's safe for the bees to exit. Cool. A dragon egg hive, special hive made for draconic bees that allows the user to harvest the otherwise hard to obtain draconic combs. Okay, cool. Expansion boxes. Each hive can only have one expansion box. Good. That's what I wanted to know. So that's a good question. Nests are how you get new bees. Blocks. Centrifuge. 10 buckets of liquid, which can be pumped out. Centrifuge will also automatically output fluid to any fluid storage block placed next to it. Good to know that. It takes FE to run and increase separate genetic material from bottles of bee material into genes. Oops. Okay, feeding slab can be used as a collection point for feeding bees. It holds 3 item blocks. When lumber or quarry bees feed from this, it will produce from a random item. Can be honey logged, giving the bees an excellent place to dip their toes and recover from a long day of work, aka gives them regeneration. Since a simulative hive only has 1 flower block position, feeding slabs work very well with them, letting you have up to 3 different bees working in the hive. Okay, so with the but doesn't that stop me? Oh no, okay, so I could still have 5 bees, but they would have to be like the same type. Or I can have up to 3 different types. So I can have 1 duplicate. Does that make sense if I wanted to use this feeding slab? Let's look at the honeycomb. I have none. Can we make these bees go faster? Does tick accelerating work on these things? I hear them. It does not seem to be like they are getting out of there faster, though. It said thwack it with a stick. Whack, whack, whack. No, okay. Smacking with a stick ain't doing nothing. Maybe let's sleep. Hello, bees. Come on out. I need some honeycombs. Let's get some more bees then. Bees. I don't care what kind of bees we have. Let's do here. Here's a regular another Minecraft bee. Sure. That gives me 4 bees in here. What is a fire crystal bee spawn egg? What is a fire crystal bee? What are you going to produce? Oh, fire crystals. I mean, I guess from the name that could have made sense. Sponge bee, spirit bee, experience bee, ghostly bee, amethyst bee. You require an amethyst block though as your item, right? Some sort of amethyst block. Block of amethyst, I believe, will work. There you go. Are you like a baby? You're a little tiny bee. Okay. You guys get to work. Let's get you another magma block so that way you guys don't have to share. Stop trying to share. Use your own. Okay. Yeah, okay. So that kind of puts a bottleneck on our... Ooh-wee. Let's not jump off the edge. That puts a bottleneck on our bee because, well, we got to wait for stuff to happen here. We got to wait until I get some more honeycombs, whether that be regular honeycombs or the blazing. I don't want them exporting, and I think... Did that just export? It did. Didn't I say stop? I thought I did. Oh, only... I did that backwards. Only work without redstone signals what I want. Okay. So I guess we'll just let those honeycombs combine, and then that will allow us to get the simulator upgrade. And with the simulator upgrade, we can get the feeding slab, and we don't need this necessarily anymore. But I think that's okay. I mean, right now we're just running off of fluids. Now, if I put we're running off of the thing. If I get a bucket, can I bucket this out of here? Okay, I do have a bucket of honey now, though it has no fancy tooltip or fancy icon there. The bucket is empty. And I unlock this, put the honey in there, and then lock it again. Now honey is set up to come into here. Okay. So the tooltip or the book said that the centrifuge can auto output to any sort of connected block. What about a quantum entangle porter? Because quantum entangle porters do have inventory or input, right? They have a buffer. So if I set this as a honey in, will that be able to do it? Because this is not able to do it. The importer is not importing correctly, or not that it's not importing correctly. It's just not importing at all. So if I set this up and I say, okay, give me my configuration card, please. And instead of an importer here, wish I had a way to make this look better, but whatever. We'll say honey input, check. And on the back is an input. Do you get honey? It does. Honey. Auto ejected the honey into this. Okay. So then with that, we can come into here and we can set the I don't know why I keep saying QIO, the quantum entangle porter on the back side of this, another one. There we go. We're going to clear you. And then you'll be on the honey input. And then on the back side, you will eject honey, and we should now have more honey coming into this. Yes. One and a half buckets. Okay, good. It was still it's showing one bucket on Wayla or whatever it is, but now there's 1.5. Okay, so honey is coming into here. In order to complete that quest, though, that we needed from here, is it here? No. Yeah, here. Why aren't you loading? We need 100 buckets of honey. So it's going to take us a little while to get there. But once we get there, I mean, all this stuff is pretty easy, except for precision mechanisms we need to work on. So I guess we need to get into create. And then atomic alloy, echo shards. What is this? We have to kill. This is the warden, right? How do we get a warden? Skulk comb block comes from a skulk bee, which comes from giving a digger bee a skulk, which is a material generated from a skulk catalyst, which can be gathered from village masons, apparently, by killing the warden. But I don't even know how to get how do you get the warden to spawn? Is that a quest? Like, is there a warden spawn quest? Not that I'm. That's Ad Astra. We need to get into Ad Astra too and start spawning or flying to other planets. Nothing goes over my head. That is true. Kill a blaze. I haven't killed any of those. Kill any hoglins. Yeah, I don't know how to get the warden to spawn. Isn't it like super deep levels? This is warden came out after TheAndrata left Minecraft. So how do you get him to spawn? That's a good question. Unbreaking 8 and a trader for villages. That's great. I don't know if I necessarily need village trades, except for the fact that said that the mason, can the mason give me the skulk thingy? Oh, hey, look, I have a skulk catalyst. What? So with that, I can get skulk, and then with that, I can get I can get a lot of things, can't I? I can get the bee if I just get a digger bee, and that will make me those things. Okay. Let's get the skulk catalyst. Let's get a pedestal. I have an extra material generator since the ice one isn't being used anymore. Let's get a drawer. Regular drawer, please. Let's get some copper upgrades. I think those have 2, and a void upgrade. Bada bing, bada boom. We're going to have skulk. What? We can go ahead and honestly, are we going to end up needing all of these drawers? I don't think so. So we can go ahead and just get rid of that one for the moment. We can place this one here. We can go ahead and carefully land. Okay. So you are going to be, it's this drawer, right? Yeah, it's this drawer. So it does need to be right there. So skulk catalyst, and then pedestal, and then material generator. We need a polar upgrade. Are you doing anything? It's not creating anything. Usage, material generator. The broken remains are what is actually generated. If I break a skulk catalyst, do I get skulk, or is it need because this isn't generating anything. Usually it'll show, like if I go ahead and put a polar and I say on the south, thank you. Yeah, nothing is being generated at the moment. So if I break this, what do I get? Nothing. Okay, so I need silk touch. Is what that's telling me is this needs a silk touch hammer in order for this to do what it needs to do. So let's not put this catalyst there yet. Let's get ourselves silk touch. Now we do have silk touch on our exchanging gadget. That's the easiest way for us to get silk touch. So all we have to do is go out here. Now, do we want a hammer or do we need a pickaxe for this? Let's just get ourselves a diamond pickaxe. And then, yeah, I think a diamond pickaxe should be able to handle that, right? You know what? Just to be safe, let's just get a netherite. I don't know. We'll just go max tier here and bam, bam. Do that. And if I come over here, the enchantment extractor, we should be able to extract the... Okay. Now, if I turn this on, it will probably end up getting silk touch again. Yeah, look. So we got silk touch right back. Perfect. And we ended up with silk touch on over here. We come over here and we say, hey, get silk touch. We got silk touch on this now. So now if we go back over here and we give it that tool, the netherite pickaxe with silk touch, maybe it should be able to generate the skulks. I don't know. Never done this before. Okay, so now you have silk touch. So if I get that skulk catalyst back, are you generating skulks? Yes, look, perfect. Skulk is coming into there. I don't even know what that word means, skulk, but we're getting it. We got skulks coming in, and we can get 131,000 of them. Perfect. So then with that, we can do, I don't even know, what was the whole point of that? So I can make that bee, right? That was going to make those echo shards. I need to give skulk to a digger bee, and it will convert the digger bee over to a skulk bee. A digger bee, so let's do this. Let's say I'm going to give to get a skulk bee, I'm going to give a skulk to a digger bee. A digger bee is found from a gravel nest. Okay, so now I need to make a gravel nest. That doesn't seem too hard. Gravel nest is a wooden sword and some gravel. And then we need treats. And then if we put this somewhere out in the overworld, the bee will spawn. Is that how these nests work? Nest is empty. Use a honey tree on it to attract a bee. The nest can attract bees in this location. Use additional treats to speed up. You mean do that to speed it up? An ashy mining bee. Okay. How do I get it out? I think I need to put that into a cage, right? Whenever it does come out of there. Excuse me. Are you going to come out? Hello? Hello? Nest. Let's go with nests. Found scattered around the world, be the home of one solitary bee, can be picked up with a bee inside by breaking it. No need for silk touch to clear a nest of its bee, and the eggs simply need to craft it with itself. Empty nests can attract new bees if you put one or more honey treats in them. Right-click with a honey treat to start the repopulation cooldown. Oh, so I just have to do this, and then I get the... Oh, no, that didn't give me the bee. I thought that was going to give me the bee. Okay, let's try. I mean, it says if you give it another honey treat, it resets the cooldown, or... I need the digger bee. Yeah, okay, digger bee. Now come on out. How do I get you out of there? Because I need to give you a skulk. And if I give you a skulk, which I did not link to the system, so I don't have access to, hopefully that bee doesn't come out of there while I'm busy doing all this stuff. There we go. So now if I ask for a skulk, I should be able to get one. And if I give it to that bee, if and when he comes on out of there, maybe because it's nighttime, he don't want to. He's like, I don't feel like coming out. It's dark. Mr. TheAndrata. Inhabitant, digger bee. Hey, come here. Hey, come here. Hello. Hey, catcher you. Haha, got him. So now I got a warden bee thingy. Nice. Where is he? Oh, there he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't have any room for any more bees over here. So I guess this is where I could work on, hopefully, maybe getting the simulation thingy. What about combs? I believe I can mix and match. Yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that. And if I get the simulator upgrade, any sort of honeycomb, but I need that upgrade thing first. Okay. And then you, but let me get the comb. Okay, so now I got a simulator. Let's get a beehive. I can make a campfire. That's not too difficult. Or sure, soulfire campfire. Doesn't really make a difference. Shears. No, I don't want mana steel shears. Just give me regular shears. Quit. Give me shears. Give me a normal recipe, please. Thank you. So an advanced oak beehive. And it's going to need an expansion box, right? Because I have to be able to put upgrades into it. So if I do this and this, but I put the simulation upgrade in there, the bees won't come out. I can get speed upgrades in there if I so choose. Put empty bee cages to pull out bees or filled bee cages to insert bees. So I'll put him in there. So now the skulk bee is in there. And then I'll put the feeding slab in front of it. Now, what does the skulk bee like, I guess? I never did look at that. It likes Skulk Shrieker. That's it. I probably should have looked into that first. So I got to kill a warden. How do I do that? Where does he come from? He only has a 50% chance of getting... Oh, no, that's the warden statue. Warden statue can be obtained as a 1% drop chance from killing a warden. Well, how do I get a warden? I want to kill this guy. Is it easy? Are they hard? Warden data model. I'd like one of those too. Warden tendril. Spawn egg. Data model. How do I kill a warden? Well, that's something I'm going to need to look into because now I got this nice fancy skulk bee that I can't do anything with. I messed that up. Kind of, sort of, but not really. Well, anyway, we can go ahead and let this process again, I guess. You could get speed upgrades on that thing, but it's okay for now. All right, but that's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Let's try that again. That's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.